Coming into your YouTube airwaves, I'm Vaughn, the Stat Man, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman. And guys, check out my website, VonnTheStatman.com. So these are some of the hot plays from this week's WNBA, NBA, or NFL games. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's break it down. Welcome back, DFS community. I'm Vaughn, the Stat Man, and I have some solid picks in store for you today. And on this video, guys, if you stay and you watch this entire video, I will get you guys caught up to what's going on in the NFL. I will get you caught up on injuries and different tactics that you can use that can help you to cash, whether you play pick'ems, whether you play Prizepicks or any of the pick'em sites, or if you play FanDuel or DraftKings. And I will give you some great ideas on where you can go to set your rosters, because when you're playing fantasy, it's not just this is my favorite player, I'm gonna pick him. This is a matchup that is a good matchup. It's more to it than that. So guys, just stay tuned and sit back, relax, and get better at DFS. All right, guys, and I also have a Patreon account, guys. So if you are interested in the rest of the picks that I come up with, you can go over to my description section in this video and you can sign up for my Patreon. You can check out my links. You can follow me on Twitter and all of my other social media platforms. But this video, guys, is a video where I just want to help you guys. I just want to give a video that will help you to be better in week 6. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get right into it. And I know a lot of you guys have to be wondering why tight ends are not involved, why wide receivers are not balling. It's because teams are actually throwing the ball in shorter attempts. They're doing more checkdowns, and the passing yards have gone down. The air yards have gone down from 2017. It went down from 8. You look at last year, it's gone down even more, and now it's at 7 air yards. So that's why wide receivers haven't been as effective. Now, week 5, we did see more passing yards, but week 1, week 2, we saw the running backs typically take over DFS. If you look at week 1, we only had 2 300-yard passers, guys. That is the lowest number that we've had in some time. And if you look at week 2, you didn't even have that many in week 2. You had 3 300-yard passers. All right, guys, so in week 3, you had 5 300-yard passers. Now, this is huge when you play pick'ems like Prizepicks and these other sites, because if they're not throwing the ball, that means you would take a lot of unders when it comes to passing yards. All right, guys, so in week 1, we had 7 rushers went over 100 rushing yards. That's key because a lot of the rushing props are set low. A lot of your running backs are at like 55 yards to 60 yards. They're in great matchups. Now, some of the running backs that are in bad matchups, their props are set at 65 and higher. And I'll show you later on in the video what a good running prop looks like. And as you can see on the screen in week 5, the 100-yard rushers dropped all the way down to 4. You probably don't even know half of these guys. Bigsby is taking over for Jacksonville. Tracy is the great young dynamic back for the New York Giants coming out of Iowa. And then, of course, you know Williams. But guys, I'm going to show you what a good prop is for week 6. As you can see on the screen, this is the best running prop for week 6. Earlier in the video, I told you guys that the passing yards have gone down to about 7. But one thing that is ironic is that passing attempts are starting to go up. Look at Rodgers. He played Minnesota last week. He threw 54 times, completed 25 for 284 yards. That right there shows you that he was dinking and dunking. When a quarterback throws 54 times, he should have 400 passing yards, at least 375. But this goes to show you why passing numbers have gone dramatically down. But there was hope in week 5. If you look at Lamar Jackson versus Burrow, this was phenomenal. This was a fantasy player's dream. Lamar Jackson went 26 for 42, 348 yards and 4 TDs. And Burrow was absolutely phenomenal. 30 for 39, 392 yards and 5 TDs. So passing yards are on the rise. And if you look at attempts are on the rise. So if you play pick'ems, you want to start going over in passing attempts because teams will start throwing the ball more, in my personal opinion. All right, right, guys, so you have a great Thursday matchup, and you got the San Francisco 49ers going up against Seattle. San Francisco typically dominates this matchup. It's a short week. I believe that Purdy is going to go under his passing attempts, and I believe Geno Smith is going to go over. And let me show you why. Just wanted to show you real quick why I'm taking Purdy to go under. In his head-to-head matchups against this team, he's had 26 pass attempts and 30 pass attempts. And the reason why he doesn't need to throw it as much is they can run the ball on Seattle. Seattle is giving up over 120 rushing yards a game. They have this big physical running back. It's on a short week. I believe they're going to come out and just pound the ball. So I don't see Purdy having to throw it, and I think they're going to get up big. I think they're going to beat this team by at least 10 points. So this is the reason why I was showing you guys why I like Purdy to go under his passing attempts. Now, let's go back and look at Geno Smith. Now, I like Geno Smith to go over. Like I just said, in game scripts, that I believe this game script is going to be a game script where they're going to be playing from behind. And if you look at the head-to-head matchups, and if you look at him at home against this team, he's had 44 and he's had 27. I believe this is going to be a game where he's going to be behind. I believe Geno Smith will have to throw about 40 times. It's going to be a lot of dinking and dunking. But San Francisco is missing their top safety, and they also have some other injuries. So the only way I believe Seattle can win this game is to spread this team out and dink and dunk, and that's going to call for Geno Smith to throw a lot of balls. Now let's take a look at the Seattle Seahawks defensive stats. They give up 183 passing yards per game, but it's a little deceptive because they played Denver, a rookie quarterback. They played New England, who had Jacoby Brissett, who's only averaging 158 passing yards a game. Then they played Miami without Tua. And when they faced a complete team in Detroit, Detroit ran the ball for over 110 yards. And Goff only had to throw 18 passes, although he went 18 for 18, but they lost that game and they got 42 points put up on them. They faced the New York Giants without their stellar wide receiver, their young phenom in Napiers, and the Giants came in and put up points and was able to pass the ball, and the Giants actually ran it down their throat. Now they're going to face a San Francisco team that is very complete, and I believe that Purdy will not have to throw the ball because the guy that you see on the screen will run it down their throat. If you like the video so far, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. And as you can see on the screen, guys, this is Parlay Play. Guys, you need to sign up for Parlay Play. Use my code and you'll get a free pick. They'll match you up to $100 and give you a free $5. Anybody that use my code, if you show me a screenshot, I'll give you all my picks for this week, all my DFS picks, my FanDuel picks, and I'll give you all my prop picks for Thursday as well as for Sunday. So go on over to Parlay Play, create you an account, and use my code. All right, guys, let's finish with FanDuel. And remember what I said earlier. Check the injury report before you set your lineups, because that will determine a lot of these matchups. All right, guys, so for the MVP, guys, we're going to go Mason. I believe he's going to have 110 to 130 rushing yards, maybe even more, and 2 rushing touchdowns. So he should be your MVP. Then we're going to go to Purdy, because I don't believe this Seattle pass defense has faced this kind of a team. When they faced Detroit, they got destroyed. San Francisco poses the same kind of a threat, and they're pissed off because they lost to Arizona last week. So Purdy should come out and get you 18 fantasy points. Then we're going to end it with Deebo Samuel, guys. I believe he has a big game, and you can pick your last 2 flex position players. And guys, if you want any of my information, go to the description section of this video. Hit that like button if you enjoy what I've done. So guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Good hunting on Thursday Night Football. Love you guys. Just a quick recap for my Sunday NFL picks, guys. I got 5 out of 6 right. So as I keep telling you guys, I'm extremely hot with my picks. All right, guys, let's get right back into this video.